I saw the same video as you. The one with Kaelan Mikla on the thumbnail, and it says, what goths listen to in 2023. I thought that this picture was one of those AI-generated photos of what goths would listen to in 2023. Like if you type that into the prompt, that's the image that the AI would generate. Because the picture itself looks like the video title. 2023 is the future, so we have like flying cars and spaceships and cyborgs. Then I noticed the girl in the middle's braces, and I realized AI is not cool enough to give that girl braces. So I think this is an actual band and these are real people. It's been many, many years since I've listened to goth music. So what is goth? There are so many iterations of it. Is it Halloween music? Is it violins and bats and stuff? Is it Cradle of Filth? Is it Castlevania? Is it Skinny Puppy? Is it emo? Is it The Cure? I only know a handful of goth bands, like actual goth bands. Way back in high school, I used to listen to some Rosetta Stone, Switchblade Symphony, Christian Death. I'd like to hear more goth music, actually. I feel like I don't know enough goth bands. But I'm really, really interested to hear what the new school of goth sounds like. Goth could be the next big thing. Who knows? Anyway, let's check out Nótt, Eftir, Nótt by the band Kaelan Mikla. They're from Iceland, I think. Track 1, Grandreo. It's very scary. Like a movie soundtrack. Is that opening the back of the piano and pounding on the piano strings? That's a synth. Okay. She sounds like the girl on the album cover. Like some girl floating through the ocean. Ooh, I'm hearing some close-up sound effects, like some scratching or something. Inside all of this reverb and this wash of synth. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be the intro track or if this is like a full song. I'm not sure if that kick is setting up like the rest of the structure, or if this is more like just a atmospheric kind of thing to hype you up. Okay. Very long opening track, actually. I wasn't sure if it was going to be a full song or not. I think it's just setting you up, though. It's like, it's prepping you for the rest of the album. Track 2. Nornalagio. Here we go. There it is. It begins. Ooh. Very cool, very movie score, scream. And the synths too, very 80s. Cool. Okay, so lots of stuff happening here. The chord progression and the measures and the hooks, they're, yeah, reminding me very old school 80s goth, or even just like synth pop. Synths are giving off that retro vibe. The drums are really cool too. The drums are doing this kind of 80s trope thing, this like 80s post-punk, like like that whole pattern. They're bringing that back, which I love. They could just do that for the whole album and I would not complain at all. I like this chord progression and the notes on top of it. Y'all knew I was gonna say something about this, so let's just get it out of the way. She sounds kind of like Björk. I know, it's pronounced Björk. Anyway, she has a similar style of singing, and she pronounces words in a similar way. They're both from Iceland. That's a cool combination, isn't it? Like old school retro, 80s synth goth with Björk together. I really like that last note of this progression too. Ooh, the bass did something different there. Okay, so the chord progression has changed slightly from here. She's saying like, they hate me. Is she singing in English? Her scream sounds so cool. It's like perfect in this song. It sounds good. It sounds like she's saying they hate me, but I don't think she's singing in English. I don't think this is English. Actually, I wouldn't mind going to hang out at a goth club if they played music like this. It's hard to find like legit goth clubs though. You know, 99% of the clubs out there, they're only playing like top 40, you know what I mean? You don't hear like cool underground stuff like this. So that was track 2, like just really cool neo-goth style. I like it. Track 3, Wanneer komst egg up? Oh, nice. I get it. Okay, that bass line. It's very dark. Ooh, this is... It sounds so dark right here. Wow. I like the bass line. It's making it sound very dark, keeping it in that minor key, and ending the bass progression in the key too, just making it sound very dark. Her vocals, her like spoken word vocals over this, just sounds very aggressive. There's a lot of sound effects that are building up in the background here. It's getting very full. Lots of reverb too, building up. Now they've switched it up a little bit. They got this like hi-hat things going on in the right speaker. It kind of feels very, like, I don't know, traditional Icelandic. I'm getting that feeling right now, but I'm not one to talk. I don't know what traditional Icelandic music really feels like. It's just reminding me of that for some reason. Like, in her voice, I sensed it a little bit. That Icelandic. This is cool. I like that she's whispering so... Her whispering is so distorted. I think they pulled out some different sounding synths in the background. A different kind of texture. I'm sensing it a little bit. Nice. It's funny how just putting in a snare just completely changes the part. Now I feel like I'm going into a new portion of the song. This is like super atmospheric right now. Like the drums and the bass are like just very solid and keeping us grounded, but everything else is like just going off into all sorts of places. Like the synths awashed in that reverb. And it seems to be getting even more and more as we progress through the song. They brought it back here. Like right here, she sounds a lot like Björk, right? Like you can hear it in like in her pronunciation of some words. Oh, that's a nasty synth. Track 4, SHOEGAZE. Whoa, this is dirty. Those vocals are panned. This is weird. What is that? What notes is that synth playing? I kind of like this drum beat a little bit. Like this kind of 1979-esque beat. But those synth notes are really weird. I like this song is kind of atonal, but that bass line is not atonal. It's still grounding it in melody somewhat. Now this new sound effect has come in. It's giving it a kind of a different flavor, but I still can't really comprehend what's going on musically. Yeah, just very chaotic. I kind of like it though. I like the texture of these synths and these sound effects. It's cool. And it's really short. It's only 2 minutes, 27 seconds. Okay, track 5, Draumadis. I think maybe this is a single, I'm not sure. Nice. This sounds really old school. Like super retro. Especially those accents right there. Those accents. Yeah, that's 80s as fuck. She sounds really cool here. She sounds really cool, really vicious and dark. I like this synth riff here too. I like this too. It's getting melodic here. I like how she mixes like this kind of spoken word thing with some singing. When you hear them back to back, it's a good good transition. This beat it's so throwback. Oh, cool. I like these distorted, almost black metal-like vocals. This right here is really pulling me into the goth sound. I think I'm comprehending the goth sound more listening to this right here. I can really feel it. Like the atmosphere and the vibe that they're going for. I can really feel it on this track. That song made me really think about how when we think of goth, we think of the colors black and white. When I saw this picture of Kaelan Mikla, and it was very colorful, they were very colorful and it's blue. They're not just like black and white vampires. Maybe that is the new goth, or that's what modern goth is. It's like, it's really not too different from the 80s goth, but there's more color in it now. They're not afraid to mix in other influences with the goth. If old goth is black and white, then new goth is black and white and blue and green and red and orange. It's like a reimagining of a classic idea. Track 6, Nature Blom. Yup, this is goth as fuck. So this is the song that was on that mix on YouTube that I saw. Yeah, right here. I think her Björk voice really shines through on this track. Oh, this part right here. This is really good. This is good. Good songwriting. I think this is the most straightforward song. Yeah, straightforward songwriting that we've heard on this album so far. That note sounds so good. Nice. I'm listening to these synth drums. I like the accents of like that little clap. And I really like this chord progression too, especially this last note, like when it goes up there. Nice. Same notes, but texture change, and the bass is doing a lot of stuff now too. A lot of start and stopping on the bass. That's interesting. That sounds... The way the bass goes up like that, it sounds so old school. It sounds like, you know, Joy Division, The Cure kind of stuff. You know what? Honestly, I think out of all the genres in the world ever, I think goth has the best bass lines. For me, I love these goth bass lines and the goth like chord progressions where they choose to like bring the chord progressions, like the way they craft these, the decisions they make with which notes to go to. Man, goth music just has this otherworldly feeling, but this kind of bittersweet feeling too. I think The Cure does it really well, if not the best. But you can hear it on tracks like this too. I like these percussive synths in the back too, mixing it up even more. Man, nice, awesome build up. Just a good dance track. It's a good song. Nature Blom. Yeah. Cool outro. What goth clubs are out there? There's probably... There was a goth club named QXTs. And there was a period of a couple years where I would get mistaken in public for another guy that would go to this QXT's goth club, and people just for years would just come up to me and be like, "Oh, hey, I saw you at that goth club." And I'd be like, "Nope, I'm not that guy, but I know who you're thinking of." There's another cool goth club in Austin, Texas, called Barbarella. It's not really a goth club. It's more like an 80s themed club, but I could totally picture them playing this kind of music there. They might have like a goth night or something, and they would totally play Kaelan Mikla there. All right, track 7, Andvaka. Oh, nice. Going into some hard synth. Oh, hell yeah. This is like Knight Rider type retro 80s synth. They probably do really well in Japan. I feel like I know a lot of Japanese people that would be really, really into this. Like, they do really well in the Japanese scene, I think. This is interesting. This is an interesting change-up. The way that it's just the kicks and the bass. And this synth. Like, they're setting up this... Yeah, yeah. And now the snare, it brings you back. The snare now keeps you grounded. It's cool though, you know. Ooh. That's a really interesting synth sound too. Like this right here. And then they put the snare back on. It sounds good, man. It sounds tight. These synths are so in your face. Like that one right there especially. I wonder what the name of that synth is. I've seen that before, fucking around on synths. I forget the name of it though. Like this synth sound. That right there. Cool panning and delay of the vocals with distortion. I like the way whoever does the programming for the drums, I like where they put these accents of like cowbell and whatever else, cowbell or tom or what other kind of sound effects. They have good placement of these accents. Ooh, that was a very forceful end to the song. This track actually, it kind of, the way this bass line is going, it reminds me of a previous song that we heard. I'm not sure which one it was. Maybe it was SHOEGAZE, but that was doing something very similar, giving off this kind of, for lack of a better word, this gothic feeling, like this 80s goth feeling, where they're in a minor key and the bass line, relatively shorter bass line, resolves in the minor key. And it gives it a very, yeah, like a very distinctive 80s goth type of sound. I think track 8 now. The title track, Nótt eftir, Nótt, featuring Bang Gang. Slow. Very nice. Whoa. 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 Very cool. Sounds so good. When she was doing that spoken word and then she starts singing. And then she goes back here. It's smooth. I kind of wonder what she's saying, but I also don't want to know what she's saying. It makes it more mysterious to me. Sounds good. Those vocals sounds good. Her voice sounds good. Whoa, it's so creepy now. What is that effect on her voice? Sounds like a doubler. Maybe a doubler with some flange, something. I was gonna say before, this is a really good change from the previous track too. It's good, like a nice change of pace. Oh, it's so slow here. And the bass line, man, where is it going? It's so slow, it's so dark here. It's so dark. Yeah, nice. Like that sounds goth. Very cool track. I'm not sure who Bang Gang is. I don't know if they lent some vocals to that track or if they were doing some other kind of instrument. I think we're at the last track of the album, track 9. Dio alt Andrauma. sounds very, very traditional right here. Something's happening now. Something's coming. Building it up a little bit more. Is this our beat? This is where the snare hits are, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. Yeah. This beat makes me happy. I was kind of worried they wouldn't have a drum beat in this song and it would just be atmospheric the whole time. But no, this beat brings it to the next level. This is like one of those longer like outro tracks, huh? The intro to this album is really long too. I guess there's like a theme of water with this album. I mean, the album jacket is water, and then we hear rain here. Actual album image is fading away. Oh my gosh. We faded away, but we still have like 40 seconds left. All right, y'all, that was Kaelan Mikla with their album Nótt, eftir, Nótt. Really cool listen to, really unique band, these guys. And cool look at like the new modern goth scene. I guess this is one slice of the goth scene. Yeah, I'm curious to hear more. I'd like to hear more stuff from other goths too, and I'd like to hear more stuff from this band as well, Kaelan Mikla. Just really cool style, really pretty voice, and hitting some really beautiful notes and some making some really beautiful moments on the album. I think I like those first, maybe like the first 3 tracks are good. I like, yeah, track 2, track 3 is good. I like track 6, Nature Blom. Let me know down in the comments. Let me know what are some cool goth artists that you like, or what are some cool modern goth bands that you think I should check out. I'm always trying to listen to new bands, listen to music that I normally wouldn't listen to. So let me know down in the comments. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.